traffic on this route. I don't. This is the reason I don't take this route. And I'm also not sure for how long my GoPro battery will go on. It was at 61% when I started. Usually at a full battery I get around what, 35 to 40 minutes of recording. So at 60%, I'm assuming 60% of 40 minutes, that's what, 24 minutes. Yeah, 24 minutes. This is, and 30 minutes I usually take to go back to my home, and I took a detour. I'm pretty sure the recording will stop midway. So yeah. And this is the Parthala bridge. People who are from Noida and Greater Noida might know. It's not a peak office hours, but still, that's how it looks at 9 o'clock. And I'm glad I'm recording a video again. I'm very glad, seriously. I've also yet to reply to a lot of comments that all of you have done in my last videos. I was not able to do it as well. That's what corporate life does to a person. I know 9 to 5 is what everyone loves, but 9 to 5 is just for saying. It's not actually 9 to 5. People who leave their home early in the morning at around 9 o'clock also come back at around 10. I specifically leave my home at around what? 1 o'clock, 12:30. And I'm still coming back at the same time. So I was not expecting this much traffic at 9 o'clock, yeah. Give us some break, guys. Another reason why there is a lot of traffic, maybe it's because it was raining at around 7 or 6, I believe, which is why people did not leave at that time. Guys, how many of you do this when you're behind an auto and you're using their back mirror or this glass just to see yourself and your bike and feel कि कितने अच्छे लग रहे हो तुम and तुम्हारी bike? And yeah, not तुम. Usually तो हम सारे bike ही देखते हैं, but yeah. And no matter how old we are, we always do that. So let me know in the comments how many of you do this, guys. So I've skipped the whole part of Parthala Bridge and then coming into that traffic. Now we are at Gore City Mall. And yeah, traffic is better here. I actually have my helmet open a little bit just to get that air. It's rainy season, so of course they will like this cold air, but I have to take a left. If you have a CB350, Highness, RS, Classic, no matter, let me know in the comments how much mileage do you get in the city conditions in this kind of a traffic. It's a moderate traffic condition. I'm getting 29.7. I usually get 30 plus, but only in peak traffic conditions while I'm going back to home, I get it goes below 30, but most of the time it's around 32. So let me know in the comments how much mileage do you guys get in city conditions. By the way, I have Red Rooster exhaust, Fuelix Pro Plus, air filter and spark plugs installed. So yeah, of course, exhaust and air filter would impact the mileage a little bit, but for that I have Fuelix Pro Plus. And I was a little while back, I was racing, I could call it racing. I was having a quick race with what's the bike, yeah, I always forget the name of the bike. It's not Meteor, the shorter one. I was racing with a bike, so I set it to mode 10. So I will change it back to 7 now. But yeah, let me know how much mileage do you guys get. Guys, what's your take on EV motorcycles? I've heard that in Delhi NCR, the government has released a policy, or maybe they are in that policy is still in work, where they are saying that after April 28, they won't register the petrol two-wheelers in New Delhi. Let me know what's your take on this. Do you think this will go live, or it would take another year or two for them to maybe finalize and streamline things? What's your thought? Red Rooster versus the classic Bullet exhaust. I always hated Bullet, by the way. I don't know how many of you are Bullet fans. I don't hate Royal Enfield. Again, hating a bike is a very strong sentiment. I should not say it, but I never liked Bullet. It vibrates a lot, and I know people love that feeling of a big bike sitting on that Bullet, and that aura that they think that they're creating. But yeah, I've never liked Bullet. One of my cousins had Bullet, and the first time I rode it, I was like, "What, yaar? I mean, why is it vibrating so much?" I was not able to focus on riding it. I was distracted too much because of the vibrations. So that was another reason why I never even considered about buying a Bullet while I was thinking about getting a CB350. But yeah, I don't even remember how many bikes I considered while I was planning to buy a bike back in Jan 21. Well, it's a long time. It's been 5.5 years since I have been riding this beauty. But yeah, um, I don't know. Before this, I was riding Apache. Not Apache. I was riding a Pulsar NS 200. Great bike. I mean, at that time, think what back in 20 back in 2020, if you're riding an NS 200, I don't know how much power it used to generate, but it used to go until 145 easily, and I have touched 150 on that bike, and I remember it because the moment it touched 150, I was doing 148 and 149. I was on a flyover, and while I was coming down, I pushed it harder so that it could reach 150. And as soon as it touched 150, after maybe 10 seconds, the engine started making a cluttered noise, like a tickling sound, and that's when I realized that I have damaged the engine. So yeah, I got it repaired from Bajaj own service center. It costed me around 12-13 thousand, while back in 2020, while I was earning just 20k. It was very hard, but yeah, I learned a good lesson, to never push a machine beyond its limit. I know most of you would say try it, do what it can do. Nahi yaar. Machines are made with a limit, and it's better not to test those limits. I know Hondas are made to go till high revs. Maybe that bike, maybe there was something wrong in that bike, could be, but that is my suggestion to all of you, and always, and I won't say that I've applied that suggestion to myself. I've tested the top speed on this. I was revving it to the max, but I don't know, no, maybe that there was something wrong with that bike. Let's conclude that. But yeah, before NS 200, I used to ride Apache 180. uh, the initial models, which did not have that curve, the edgy lights, that one, it was a great bike to wear. So um, so I have a CB350, and I'm thinking to upgrade, not changing my bike. I will still keep this, but I'm planning to get a new bike maybe this year or by the start of next year. um, I was earlier thinking of GT650, but both bikes give a similar kind of a vibe. I'm thinking of a proper sports bike. I was earlier planning to get a um, naked CB650R Honda. It was discontinued. It was at around what, 11 lakhs. I never liked fully faired bikes, but I always wanted to buy one. it looks so cool. To be very honest, yes, it does to me, and I don't know what uh, about you guys, but I've always liked that sports look feeling in the fully faired bikes. So I'm still confused whether I should go for a street naked or for a fully faired. Street naked, man, I started with Deep 390, but no, I mean, I'm thinking to get a at least a twin cylinder three. I was aiming for four, but now that Honda has discontinued CB 650R and CBR, so right now there are three bikes that I am thinking of. The first one is Daytona 660. It's a great bike, handling is great. The second option is the Ninja 650 parallel twin. And the last option is Ninja 500. Now I know these three bikes of are three different categories at all. I mean, the category is same, but the power figures are totally different. 500, Ninja 500 would produce what, around 43 or 44 PS. The 650 would produce around 64 PS, and the Daytona around 94, if I remember it correctly. So yeah, I'm thinking that because of all the EV and petrol gimmick, it's not best to spend 10 lakhs rupees on a bike. This is what I feel. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts. So I'm planning to go for either Ninja 500 or 650. Now I know that most of you will say that 500 is too expensive for its budget and it does not make sense. So go for a 650. The reason I'm thinking of 500 is because that would be my first fully faired bike. Although I have been riding bikes from last 13 years, um, I won't say that I have a full experience in riding a proper sports bike. So Ninja 500 or Ninja 650 are my two options. Let me know what are your thoughts. And this is my Highness in gray color. We have the Cafe Racer kit. I have the Red Rooster, aux lights, fuel X, spark plugs, air filter, all of that. So thank you all of you for watching the video. Good night, guys.